Picture this. It's mid-February in ancient Rome. The air is cold. The streets are noisy. And a group of half-naked young men are running through the city, laughing, drunk, and carrying strips of goat hide. Yes, goat hide, chirpers, goat hide. And they slapping women lightly on their hands. That's what we're going to call it, as they pass by. Now, this is not a deleted scene from Gladiator. This is Lupercalia. Lupercalia is the Roman festival many people still link, and sometimes wrongly, to Valentine's Day. And today, y'all, we're going to dig into it. We're going to tap into it. We're going to pull back that lace curtain on what February has really meant through the history. The rituals, the myths, the martyrs, the politics, and the wild stories that eventually whispered their way into our Hallmark aisle. Y'all, so the history and what Valentine's Day was known as is not what we see today in the Hallmark store. I can guarantee you that. I love when history gives tea, y'all, so let's sip. Welcome to the Church Session Love Series, Love Unfiltered. I'm your host, C Thompson, and right now, we're going to get into the real history, the messy kind of history. Y'all, history always been spicy. We didn't just get spicy today. So let's dig into Lupercalia a little bit, because I personally didn't know what it was. This is my first time really digging into Valentine's Day for the love series, so let's go. So Lupercalia happened every year around February the 15th. Okay? It wasn't a candlelit dinner. It was a purification and fertility ritual, y'all. Priests called the Luperci, and the Luperci is basically a fraternity of men, right? A fraternity of priests. So the priests called the Luperci, and they sacrificed goats and a dog, and then they smeared blood on their foreheads and wiped it off with milk-soaked wool. That was their ritual, y'all. And chirpers, they had to laugh afterwards because it was supposed to symbolize joy. Can you imagine having to laugh at the fact that you got blood smeared on your head from a sacrificed goat, and then you had to wipe it off with wool that was soaked in milk? Yeah, that's interesting. That's different, right? But yes, that's what happens. So then came the running. You get the young men of these groups. They're sprinting around Palatine Hill with goat hide whips. And the goat hide whips were believed to promote fertility for the women who let themselves be touched. Y'all, so if you was giving it out and he come running by with that whip, it supposedly promoted fertility within those women. So even historians describe the whole scene as bloody, violent, and sexually charged. Y'all, to me that's a interesting mixture when it comes to Valentine's Day, right? It's not what we thought. Lupercalia, people believe, was linked to Valentine's Day, but there's no known history of that, right? Y'all, now while y'all running around like that, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my lifetime, y'all. And they want to talk about Freaknik. You know, yeah, no, I never seen anything like this. So imagine that being your pre-Valentine routine. No chocolates, no dinner. Just catch me if you can with some goat hide. Yeah, chirpers. Listen, I am so intrigued with this history on Valentine's Day. Y'all, I didn't think it was going to be this good, but it's good. It's really good. All right, so we're going to fast forward just a little bit. By the late 5th century, Christianity was sweeping through the region, right? Okay? There's a popular claim that Pope Galatius shut down Lupercalia and replaced it with St. Valentine's Day on February 14th. But the truth, that connection is kind of shaky, all right? Some say the association showed up in an 1807 book with no hard evidence. So historians point out the Pope was annoyed with Lupercalia. He was annoyed. He was agitated with it. So the Pope said, y'all, Lupercalia, y'all too wild for me. We're going to mark February 14th as St. Valentine's. But with that, there's not anything written to prove that, okay? So if you ever wonder why, or if you ever wonder whether Valentine's Day directly replaced Lupercalia, the answer is maybe in vibes, like maybe the same vibe, but not in verified facts. So we'll leave it at that, okay? So here's the thing. There was not just one Valentine. Chirpers, I'm learning this with you guys. One legend says a priest named Valentine performed secret marriages against Emperor Claudius II's orders and was executed for it. That was the first Valentine that I read about. Another says a different Valentine, he was a bishop of Tournai, was martyred around the same time. So the stories are tangled and possibly embellished because families were trying to elevate their ancestors centuries later, okay? But by 1969, even the Catholic Church, y'all, said, look, we don't know which one of these is true. And they removed St. Valentine as the primary saint of February 14th. So the Catholic Church said, we wiping our hands with it. We don't know if this is the right story, if that one's the right story. So we're gonna remove it altogether. So the holiday's saintly roots, let's call them a beautifully decorated question mark. That's we'll call it that, a beautifully decorated question mark. So for centuries, February 14th was not about lovers. The romantic connection only solidified in the Middle Ages, thanks partly to poets like Chaucer. He was linking birds' mating season to mid-February. So that whole poetic idea just kind of stuck with Valentine's Day, which is why we write the poems and we have the cards that has the sweet words and the sweet nothings, and we're writing love letters. This is where it came from. So that idea stuck, and Valentine's Day kind of blossomed into a courtship holiday. That's what we know it as, right? So we know Valentine's Day is balloons, and we get in the rooms and we decorating it. We're having nice low light candlelit dinners. We're dressing up, baby making season basically, okay? So we do see that a lot in life though. A lot of things, a lot of places, a lot of traditions do not exist how they started. So like I said, with Valentine's Day, it's not what it was back in the day, what it is now. It's not the same thing. Hence, did y'all know Lamborghini made tractors first? Did we know Lamborghini made tractors first? I didn't know. I digress, but that's a point and said. They made tractors. So, by the 1800s, mass-produced Valentine's lace cards and floral messages transformed it into what we now know as Romantic February. So we went from goat whips to glitter hearts, from goat whips to candlelight, from goat whips to balloons and candy. Like, humanity truly evolves, y'all. We truly evolve. I couldn't imagine goat hide, just running around with goat hide. So in closing, as we step into this love season, I know Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I want you guys to remember this. Our rituals don't come from perfection. They come from transformation. They come from chaos into meaning, from myth into tradition, and from something ancient to something really tender. Okay? So the next time somebody hands you some chocolates, they hand you a rose, they give you your balloons and your big teddy bear, just smile and think, we done come a long way from goat hide, baby. We done came a long way. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Chirp Session via your favorite podcast platform. Follow Chirp Session on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X for behind-the-scenes content and to join the conversation. Next week, we talking about attachment styles in love. We gonna break it down. We gonna put some people on blast, including myself. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all come back. I love y'all. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day weekend. Y'all love on y'all people. Later, chirpers.